everyone. It's so awesome to see so many people here today because we all share one thing in common. We want to see a new economy for the many. And it's really great to have hosted this event with Gloucester Labour and be made possible by Unite the Union. So today I really think is the start of a conversation about how we transform Gloucester and the country into an economy for the many. And I really hope today that you will leave inspired by the new ideas that you've heard and really with a sense of purpose that you want to be part of that change as well, because it's going to need every person in this room and many more of us. So I'm Fran Boait. I'm the Labour parliamentary candidate for Gloucester, hoping to be our next MP. Actually, the last time I was stood on this stage at the Guildhall, I was at primary school and taking part in some performance with our local youth group. So it's really good to be back here. And since I've been selected in the end of last year, I've had an amazing 10 months. I've met so many phenomenal people across Gloucester City, whether it's the people that have been organising the 70-year anniversary for Windrush and meeting some of the people that arrived in Gloucester 70 years ago, some of the communities I've met and seen amazing work being done, like the Venture in White City, across Matson and Robinswood, and meeting just amazing, passionate people that work in our really strong institutions, whether it's the Law Centre or Gloucester City Homes. There's just such a really amazing number of people that are really working hard to make a difference in our city. But obviously, we have big challenges. We want to be proud of this city, and it's a fantastic, historic city full of really great people. But it's hard to be proud when we walk down Westgate Street and we see people who are rough sleeping, who don't have a roof over their head. When we know there's over 4,000 people, potentially up to 7,000 people waiting for social housing. When food bag use from one food bank in the city centre has gone up from 2,000 people in 2011 to over 7,000 in the last year. And we have a housing crisis on our hands. It's hard to be proud when we've had 8 years of austerity, decimating our public services. And with this Conservative City Council we have here in Gloucester, they are always prioritising outsourcing our public services to corporations, private companies that often make service delivery even poorer. And it's really hard to feel pride when we see so many shops in our city centre empty. Me and John took a walk just before today and I showed him how many shops are empty in the city centre, and the city that we love and want to see flourish and want to be proud of. But we're all here because we know change can happen and we know it's possible, and it's going to take a while, maybe 5, 10, 20 years, but we are all in it together and we all know that it is possible. So I'm just going to run through what's going to happen today before I introduce our very special speaker. So first of all, we're going to hear from John, and there's going to be a chance for everyone to ask him questions. Then we're going to have a panel on the future of work, looking at things like the challenges around jobs, work, pay, care, and what it means for Gloucester. Then we're going to take a break. You can stay in here. I think teas and coffees will be served. And then we're going to come back for another panel, where we'll be joined by another Labour MP, David Drew from Stroud, and some other great panellists for a panel on inequality and housing. And we should wrap up around 5 o'clock. But I just wanted to say, first of all, how grateful we are that John has taken time out of his incredibly gruelling and hectic schedule, our really busy time, to visit Gloucester. You know, the budget is just a couple of weeks away, and so I think we all should give him a round of appreciation. And it's got cold. That's so violent. I remember in September 2015, when Jeremy had been elected leader of the Labour Party, and he hadn't yet picked who his shadow chancellor was going to be. And I was actually on holiday in Devon for a week, and I switched my phone off. And I remember travelling on the train from Devon to London and hand-switched my phone on, and I started to think about, the real world and that the Shadow Chancellor was going to be announced. And in my head, I just kept thinking, please let it be John McDonnell, please let it be John McDonnell. And the train actually went past his constituency, Hayes and Harlington. I was like, please let it be John McDonnell. And then when I turned on my phone and I realised that it was John McDonnell, I was obviously incredibly excited, and I realised for me that was the point where I thought politics will never be the same in this country again, and I thought I'd better join the Labour Party. So I want you all to join me in welcoming